Let's have a look at the two teams. And we start with Crystal Palace, who, not surprisingly, go unchanged. It's always been pretty fluid under the new head coach. He started with that 4-4-2. He's kind of changed to the 3-4-3. Harry Whitworth in goal, Jasper Judd, Sean Somerday and Charlie Walker-Smith. Many happy returns to Charlie. Celebrated his birthday yesterday. Kyan Fraser-Williams, Ewan Danaher, Chuck Sokoli and Dante Martin, the middle four. Mackay Bernard-Ferguson and Stuart Aduro will be either side of Benji Casey, who had that opportunity and got involved with the under-21s midweek. He's certainly been scoring goals, the full team midweek. He's certainly been scoring goals for fun, 10 in all competitions, 9 in the league. Let's have a look at the Reading side, who make two changes today. Callum Fuller-Thompson and Rabi Untegi come into the starting 11. You'll notice that you've got Untegi at 11 and 15. They are twins, Swedish-born, Rabi and Joseph Untegi, two very talented players. It's Borgness in goal, Z, Dove, Irish and St Louis at the back. Booth and Beecroft, the two holders. Omaregi, Fuller-Thompson and Untegi behind Kovas, who leads the line. Reading in their change strips, of course. They will play in colours that will clash with Palace in their home colours. Referee just checks that the goalkeepers at either end are ready. Harry Whitworth, of course, carrying on that supply line. Joe's younger brother, as Reading kick the ball into touch for an early touch of the ball for Whitworth, who just takes the ball off the disc. It means that they do get the opportunity to push forward higher up the pitch. But Crystal Palace will just take their time, look to try and build through the lines and continue what has been a wonderful start to the season. Whitworth kicks long off the right foot, well over halfway it goes. One in the air by Reading, but then Jasper Judd's there to win the next header. And here come the Royals down the left-hand side. That's a great recovery challenge from Walker-Smith. He had to come across on the cover because Untegi does have good pace. He was threatening to try and get in behind. Good defending from the Eagles. Here's a chance just to see it again. It was flicked on, Untegi using that pace. But those long strides of Walker-Smith managed to deal with the situation. Here's St Louis with the throw. Goes short. We are, of course, seeing the rebirth of the long throw, but not on this occasion, as Dove just knocks the ball back to Beecroft. He will be one of the holders in midfield. Here's Borgness, the goalkeeper, giving it to Irish, who is predominantly left-footed. Plays one forward down the channel. It might just shape out of play, and does. Out of play it goes for a goal kick, but to Shea St Louis, who can play further up the pitch and did in their last outing, will certainly be tasked with getting up and down. A goal kick to Palace, taken quickly, given to the goalkeeper, and then back it goes to Sean Somerday. Now it's with the towering presence of Walker-Smith. He's got Judd on his outside, who does love to get forward. Judd plays the ball forward himself. Possession broken up though by Reading. Palace battling away in the engine room. This is very good play, and that's a foul. Benji Casey's clearly been caught there. You could understand what Beecroft was looking to try and do, win the ball back in aggressive fashion. But you can't do what he did. Casey's so strong. Really does look to be a player of huge promise. Scoring his goals, leading the line. Traditional number 9 play. Palace have the ball on the right-hand side once more. A borderline foul not given by the referee. And we carry on. And now the chance to try and come forward again. Possession, though, broken up. Neither side at the moment able to have any real purpose to their play. Good work from Casey to work it out towards this right-hand side where Judd is foraging forward. Reading appealing for a foul. That's definitely a foul. You could see that Bernard Ferguson was caught there. The referee quick to signal that there was an infringement. The Reading player Teggy did go to ground, but the foul had already been committed. And Jasper Judd now can stand over this free kick and hopefully do something good. Two options, a left and a right-footed option now. Fraser Williams leaves it to Judd, who floats it in. The goalkeeper comes and claims. And then Palace looking to try and stop the ball being released quickly. You can see the referee just asking the Palace player to retreat. He has given the free kick. And that free kick will be taken by the Reading goalkeeper, Borgnis, who's hopping around inside his 18-yard box. Reading again carrying on the charge forward. Palace calm as Walker Smith just comes out of his own 18-yard. Gives it to Sommerday playing on his outside. And here comes Walker Smith once more to Sommerday. Long raking pass. Should be one in the air and was by Reading. And here's Booth over the halfway line, slotting the ball forward towards Kobus, who hasn't seen too much of it at the moment. Sommerday comes across, that's good play from him. Larry Omareji, the captain, tried to get on the outside. The defender was equal to it. And Palace again, building through the thirds with Walker Smith to Sommerday. On his outside is Fraser Williams. And Walker Smith now can carry it forward. Reading have got that strong defensive line. Sommerday to Walker Smith once more. 6 minutes have quickly elapsed at the Palace training ground. As Reading keep hold of it, there might be the chance to get in here for Ajuru, using his pace, slotting past the goalkeeper and scoring convincingly. Wonderful work from a wide area. Ajuru just can't stop scoring. That's 5 for him, and Crystal Palace are up and running inside the opening 7 minutes. Palace 1, Reading 0. Well, he's been so good, hasn't he, Ajuru, at finding those little pockets of space. Here's a chance just to see it again. Walker Smith with the long straight ball. Wasn't the best of headers, and it was a sloppy back pass. And as it was played back towards the defence by George Booth, it presented an opportunity to Ajuru. And in truth, he was never likely to make a mistake from that sort of position. And he just calmly and confidently slotted it past the advancing Borgnis. Nice celebration too. Palace in front. Reading get us back underway. They will know and they will be aware of the high number of goals that young Palace have been scoring throughout the season. And the last thing you want to do is concede early. Palace being aggressive, looking to try and win the ball back higher up the pitch. Whitworth comes out of his 18. And plays it forward up towards Casey. Casey wins the header. Up goes the flag for a crossover offside. Casey certainly won the header fairly, but he had just retreated, and that was spotted by our officials. Reading now come forward up towards halfway and look to try and keep hold of it. Chuck Sakoli battling away in midfield, but just beaten to it by a Reading player who shifts it. Fuller Thompson out towards that right-hand side. Into the 18-yard box comes Omaregi. And he almost caught himself out. He didn't know whether to shoot or cross. In the end, it was a mix of the two. Whitworth, the grateful recipient. Walker-Smith happy to just keep hold of the ball and switch it to Sommerday. Out it goes to that left-hand side for Fraser Williams. Javier Alonso just shouting out his words of instruction, just saying to keep it, be patient in the build-up. And that's exactly what Palace can afford to do now with that early goal. Fraser Williams knocks the ball over the halfway line towards Ajuru, the goal scorer. Played forward by Dante Martin. And in behind here for Casey. Offside flag goes up. Casey confidently dispatched, looking to try and double the advantage. But the eagle-eyed assistant had the flag up. Let's just have a look at it again. Maybe he had just strayed. Touché St. Louis was the deepest defender for Reading, the left full-back. Back to the live pictures, and at the other end, Harry Whitworth has it. So interesting, 2 goals inside the opening 10 minutes, 1 ruled out. Juru keeps hold of it. I love the way that Casey was able to confidently dispatch once more. Finishing has been worked upon. It's one thing though, isn't it, doing it in training and then looking to try and replicate it in a match situation and environment. Ball played across goal. Again, it was inviting. And there wasn't really an opportunity to do anything purposeful on that occasion. The ball thrown up the line, turned around the corner by Fuller Thompson. And he was just tugged at, wasn't he, Chuck Sakoli? Free kick goes Palace's way. Judd is over the free kick. Judd again has another option coming over. That's Fraser Williams. He just retreats and the captain gets ready to float one in. Does float one in. The header goes towards goal. Just wide off the target. Plenty of targets to aim at. Sommerday got the header towards goal. Here's a chance just to have a look at it again. Wasn't the easiest of headers. He was almost waiting for it. On the half turn, trying to get an effort away. Walker-Smith, that's a foul, surely, on the Palace defender. He just ghosted in nice and quickly. Used his pace, used his physical presence. And then the Reading player duly obliged with a little push. We're back underway in the shape of a free kick to Palace. Here's Danaher in midfield, playing it forward towards Coley. Coley continues to battle away. In the end, just slightly muscled out of it by a couple of Reading players. Kovas with an overweighted pass. No chance for Ntegi or Omareki, the captain, to run in behind and cause problems. You can see that they are defence-minded when they're out of possession, Reading. Ajuru, the goal scorer, running down the left-hand side. In the end, running into a little bit of trouble, but Palace have got it back. Reading, though, win back possession and go infield to Beecroft. And now it's with Irish. Just takes his time and gets the ball back. Danaher tries to win it back. Judd again foraging and hoping to get it back from Ntegi. Palace do eventually regain possession. And out towards this right-hand side, Bernard Ferguson has it. Judd gets to the byline. He never gives up a chase. Walker-Smith to Sommerday once more. It's been very patient this so far from Palace, who've been the better side, but Reading now can come forward over the halfway line. You've certainly got some players that can cause you problems and hurt you in the final third. And Ntegi, one of them, as he looks to try and bend one towards goal. Already he's been able to break into the Swedish under-16 side, along with his twin brother. Two of them have made quite an impact at academy level. They were heralded when they came over, and a number of clubs wanted to utilise their services. Reading won the race of the identical twins. Throw to Reading on the halfway line. Many thanks to our stream partners at under 18 level, the University of Greenwich. Good to have them on board. And like ourselves, they're watching a good season so far. Palace leading Reading by 1-0 so far today. But it has been so impressive. 2 8-0 wins already in the bank for young Palace. Here's Irish, caught in possession. And going back to Beecroft, who will just roll in between those two defenders. Dove now has it. He's got an option on his outside, Ryan Z. Infield to Booth. Booth keeps hold of it and then gives it to Ntegi. Out towards this left-hand side for St. Louis. Wants to try and shift it back onto his right foot. Booth back in midfield. And here comes Irish, the defender. St. Louis again, just in from the touchline, floats one in off the right foot. It's a decent ball in. And you could see that Larry Omaregi got up high, but he couldn't get any real accuracy into his header. Whitworth probably would have had it covered in any case. Decent ball floated in, wasn't it? He just got up above the defender, Fraser Williams. That's a moment of concern, the first of the game for the Eagles. Walker-Smith to Summerday. The sun threatening to break out, but we've not seen it yet this morning. Had a glorious day in SE25 and surrounding areas yesterday. Walker-Smith plays the ball forward up towards Casey. Casey twisting and turning, trying to get round the defender, still bludgeoning his way forward. Reading eventually clear their lines, and it was rather fortuitous the way they were able to do so. Danaher has the ball back after being played in by Walker-Smith. Lovely from him. Doesn't give up, exchanges his passes, still going into the 18-yard box goes Danaher. It's a good break forward. Borgnis quickly off his line. And here come Reading now. You can see the two Reading coaches just shouting out some instruction. Harrison Gilks, the son of the former Reading winger Michael Gilks, is the head coach at under 18 level. Had a non-league career himself. Still a young man, but getting the opportunity to shape the next generation. And here come Reading forward. This is a purposeful run. Omaregi, the captain, is one of the better players for the Royals. St. Louis has it now. You know that he's going to look to try and utilise that right foot. He cuts in at every available opportunity. Irish shifts it towards Z on that right-hand side, just in from the touchline. Here's Dove. Once more, Dove happy to just keep hold of it. Beecroft slots in to that defensive position once more. And they shift it out towards St. Louis. Beecroft goes forward again, twisting and turning and getting away from Danaher. Was Booth. Palace though now with a breakaway. There's an option on the outside. That player is Casey. Needs to try and hold it up because he doesn't have too much in the way of options. And in the end, in trying to do so, Deshae St. Louis was able to win the ball back. Borgnis plays the ball forward. Reading come forward over the halfway line. Kovas will look to try and put Summerday under pressure. He goes back to Whitworth. One touch to control and then play forward. Bernard Ferguson and Casey both converging and hoping to get on the ball. The referee felt that there was an infringement. Flag went up from the assistant, the free kick awarded. If you are just joining us for the live stream on Palace TV Plus, it's Ajuru's goal on 7 minutes that separates these two sides. Reading on the outside, playing the ball into the box. That's going to be the first corner of the game. Going the way of the young Royals. Benji Casey coming back to defend his own 18-yard box. It's going to be George Booth coming over to take the corner. Plenty of targets to aim at. You can see that Ryan Z will cause problems. He's come into the box to join the targets already there. It's a real deep cross. Judd looks to try and get up. He couldn't get up. It's going to be guided towards goal. Wonderful defending right on the goal line. It looked as if there would be an equaliser. This young Crystal Palace side, though, had other ideas. And Benji Casey at the other end is now looking to further punish Reading. Let's have a look at that wonderful defending once more. It was played in towards the back post. Judd beaten to it in the air. It's a good, powerful header. And you could see the two players. It was Ryan Beecroft, the 8, and Ainsley Kovas, the 9, who both went for it. It's a good header, wasn't it, from Irish initially to get up above Judd. And again, Reading have had a couple of opportunities. Palace have scored one and had another effort from Casey ruled out. No concern. But that certainly is a reminder that this young Reading side do have some decent players within their ranks. Here's Sommerday, one of only 3 players inside the Palace half momentarily. Ball was slotted forward by Walker Smith. Ajuru, the goal scorer, into the 18-yard box, tries to cut it back. It takes a deflection off the Reading player, and it goes out of play for a corner to Crystal Palace. One apiece then in terms of corners. Look at Ajuru, look how direct he is. As he cut the ball back, Anthony Dove had taken up a good position at the edge of that 6-yard box. And Palace have a corner which will be an in-swinger from Jasper Judd. The referee just stopping the grappling, telling the players to keep those arms down and don't hold shirts as Judd floats one in towards the near post. Dealt with by George Booth. It's going to be another corner for Palace. Maybe that delivery was a little bit flat. Judd, though, looking to try and play it into a decent area. It's actually a good ball in towards Sommerday. You can see the Reading player was all around his neck. I mean, that goes down. That's probably a free kick anywhere outside the box. The referee has noted it as we go short this time. What can Judd do here? It wasn't the best of balls back to him. Tries to work a crossing opportunity towards the back post, and it just goes over the head of Dante Martin. You could see that Martin had just peeled away. Nice little kick with the laces from the cameraman. You have to be multi-skilled now in the modern game. Toby Borgnis plays the ball forward, but Jasper Judd wins the header. And now Sommerday's got to be careful. Should run through to Whitworth, and it does. You could see that Fuller Thompson was trying to cause problems. Palace unchanged coming into this game. No real surprise after that good performance and result. Benji Casey with a second consecutive hat-trick, helping Palace run out 8-0 winners over Ipswich Town. 2 8-0 successes so far. Palace have the ball outside the 18-yard box and then come into it. Towards the byline they go. That's going to be another corner. There's indecision, isn't there, amongst the Reading defence. You can see that they know they're really up against it. I'd love to know just how much hard yards Jasper Judd puts in. It's all over the pitch, isn't he? So energetic. They say captains should lead by example. He certainly does. We're at the midway point of this first half already. Palace leading by a goal to nil. And Judd plays one in towards the near post once more. Did that come off the Reading player? They seem to think it should have been a goal kick, or Borgnis, the goalkeeper, certainly does. I felt that it might have come off the Reading player last. I'll just take guidance from Lawrence, who's very good on these sort of things, working his magic behind the scenes. I think Reading might be playing in rust shirts. Jasper Judd floats in a deep one towards the back post. It's one in the air. And Reading clear their lines. I told you Lawrence was good. I said rust. Copper sounds much better. He says Copper, and we wholeheartedly agree. This is going to be the first yellow card of the game on 25 minutes. You can see the referee just calling Bernard Ferguson over and then issuing the yellow card. Trying to stop a breakaway, just holding the shirt a wee bit. Some refs might call it a coming together. He was concerned about Omoregi's pace, the captain. Ball played forward by the team in Copper. Here's Judd back to Whitworth. Four corners so far for young Crystal Palace. Somade plays an adventurous pass. Omoregi just intercepts. You could see that it put Fraser Williams under pressure. Martin comes back to try and help out. And here's to Shea St. Louis. Keeping hold of it and going back into a central area. Slightly underweighted that back pass by Beecroft. But Borgnis got off his line quickly. And they turned what could have been a tricky situation into a clearance. Reading patient. And playing the ball forward is Irish. Towards St. Louis. Put under pressure by Bernard Ferguson. He's going to try and square him up, the defender. He's going to go back onto his right foot. He can't go on the outside. In fairness, just to prove this commentator wrong, he did. But his cross was charged down. Benji Casey with a slightly heavy touch, and now Reading can come forward up towards the edge of the 18-yard box. It's good play from Kovas, twisting away. Danaher wins the header. Forward towards Martin it goes. Looked to be a little tug of the shirt. The referee missed it initially. In the end, he does award the free kick, but it goes Reading's way. Martin happy just to retreat back into position. Here's Walker Smith. Going back to Whitworth. You can hear the words of encouragement coming out from the head coach. It's been so good, hasn't he? And all of the team have really been delighted with how well Palace have been able to play. 3 wins and a defeat so far. Arsenal, the only team who are unbeaten. They've had 3 wins and a draw, just 1 point ahead of Palace. The ball is slotted forward here towards Casey. Casey trying to get round the defender, who went to ground very easily. And you can see Casey just making that point. What can I do in situations like that? Was played in, he got between the 2 defenders. He was battling against Harley Irish. Irish facing his own goal. Went to ground very easily. And as that happened, that's hit the top of the dugout. Jasper Judd right in front of the Palace bench. Svetoslav Todorov just behind the head coach there, who's at the bottom of your picture. Walker Smith plays the ball across, and you could see that Ntegi was trying to put Somade under pressure. Larry Omaregi being told just to play higher up and go and try and win the ball back. But you have to be careful because Palace can get in behind and look to try and utilise their pace and trickery in forward areas. Reading have busted the trap. Chuksakoli in midfield. Always has time and great strength to hold off opponents. That's a free kick. Beecroft says that he's just looking to try and win the ball back. That might well be the case, but he's come through the Palace defender. You could see him there. Most refs are going to blow up for incidents as such, and Jasper Judd will again take this set play. 7 shirts forward as Judd gets ready to deliver. It's a decent ball floated in. Palace won the first header. It needed somebody to get on the knockdown. Reading have the ball just in from the touchline. Play forward towards Ntegi. Judd should just deal with the situation and does. He came across to stop Rabi Ntegi. Sommerday over the ball here. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Best of luck to the third team who progressed safely through to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup midweek with that victory over Millwall on penalties. Back in action today, of course. And it's a London derby going to the East End of the capital. West Ham against Crystal Palace. Live audio commentary of that one. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff at London Stadium. If you aren't making the trek, we've got you covered here on Palace TV Plus. We're 31 minutes off this under-18 game have elapsed. And Stuart Ajuru's goal on 7 minutes. The difference between the two sides. Reading have had a couple of opportunities. Palace have also had one ruled out through Benji Casey, who's had 2 consecutive hat-tricks coming into this game. Here's Ajuru battling away and going infield to Martin. Martin's done well to keep hold of it. Great play from the Palace number 10. Danaher battling away. Chuksakoli goes to ground. Referee's got to blow up there, surely. I think he's saying he played the advantage. In the end, it goes down as good reffing. Jasper Judd, one touch, infield it goes. That's come off the Reading player and it should be a corner. He's given a goal kick. Did it flick off the Palace player last? Reading go up towards halfway, just evades Judd. You could see that Fuller Thompson, one of 2 changes for the Royals. Just moving over towards this left-hand side. Plenty of discussion on the Palace bench. Great bonhomie, of course, and there's always likely to be when you have such a good start to the campaign. Palace patient in possession. Sommerday gives it to Walker-Smith. Walker-Smith again now to Sommerday. Reading break up possession. And here they come now through Danaher. Danaher into the box, might be the chance to shoot for Martin. He does take aim. Just wide of the target it goes. Here it is again. Danaher did well just to block the challenge. He then had his shirt pulled and tugged, but carried on the forward momentum. It was almost a snapshot, wasn't it, for Dante Martin. Got the power into it, but he didn't get the accuracy. 12 to go until half-time. That's good closing down. Little shake of the head from the Reading coach. Jasper Jubb wants the ball back nice and quickly. Judd throws it down the line, trying to pick out Casey, who does well to win the header. Martin might be able to shoot here. He does shoot, but it's straight down the pipe of the goalkeeper. Comfortably dealt with by Toby Borgnis. He just couldn't quite get the power that he required. The Reading player missed his header. Casey most certainly didn't. And he's cut across the ball there. Frustrating. Might have yielded a bit more. Harley Irish goes back to Borgnis, the goalkeeper. And now it's with Dove. Irish can come forward here. There's room to travel. The player on his outside is St. Louis. When Teggy played in by that same player. Infield it goes, but they just almost ran out of ideas. That's a foul on Casey. There's no advantage. You have to say that's a nasty one. The referee's saying that he spotted it. It's a clear foul. Just see it again. Casey here, he's got the player on his outside. He's gone diving in, tackling with his wrong foot there for me, Harley Irish. Chuksakoli's given it away. And Teggy wanted to try and win it back. Jasper Judd goes back to Whitworth. 10 minutes to go until half-time. Stuart Aduru, the Palace goal scorer, goes infield here. Lovely ball in towards Casey. Gets there ahead of the goalkeeper. The flag goes up. Casey's always so alive to those situations. We'll get the chance just to see it again. He's never standing still. The flag went up. They have looked to try and utilise that offside. At half-time, we will hear from Oliver Glasner, the press conference, the pre-match press conference ahead of that West Ham game. I do want to hear the thoughts of the boss. That's on the way when we reach 45 in this one. Palace leading by a goal to nil. Reading trying to get back into it, and Beecroft on the ball and has possession. Omaregi, the captain, plays it in behind for Z. That's not the cross that was required. And it just shapes out a play for a goal kick. We'll also have the half-time highlights for you. If you didn't get the early goal of Stuart Aduru, it went in on 7 minutes. Benji Casey, 3 minutes later, looking to try and double the advantage, but the flag went up. Here's Harry Whitworth, giving it to Walker Smith, the birthday celebrant yesterday. Taken out the sky very nicely, slotted forward. A chance possibly to break the press here and get away. Jasper Jubb with his pace comes towards the edge of the 18-yard box, floats in a teasing cross. Casey trying to get on the end of it. Borgnis quickly off his line. And now at the other end, Palace have got to be careful because Omaregi is trying to break forward. He goes infield to Booth. Booth back to the captain. And now it's with Beecroft. St. Louis up towards the edge of the 18-yard box and then getting it back. St. Louis Booth once more. Shifting it towards that right-hand side. Martin just losing out to Booth, who shifts it out towards Z on that right-hand side. He's been purposeful in his play when given the opportunity. Omaregi is behind him and then carries the charge forward. Palace good value for their lead. Untegi shifts it out towards this left-hand side. Ball floated in off the right foot by St. Louis. It evades everybody. Just a little rueful shake of the head. It's been an excellent start to the campaign, hasn't it? Benji Casey with consecutive hat-tricks. Ipswich Town put to the sword last time out, an 8-0 victory. Birmingham have also been inflicted with a similar scoreline. First home victory of the season last time out. Palace now looking to try and make it 2-2. At Copers Cope in Beckenham. Jasper Judd getting on the outside, then running into a little bit of trouble. The defender goes infield. Gives it to Irish. There is the Reading head coach, Harrison Gilks, with his right arm up in the air. Reading have got two players here. There's an overload in the wide area. Floated across the goal towards the back post, kept alive. But he couldn't get enough on it, Fuller Thompson. Whitworth, the grateful recipient, as it landed inside the 6-yard box. Plenty of chatter on the Palace bench. That's because it's been such a good start to the campaign. 3 wins and a defeat so far, and the goals for, well, it's almost unbelievable. From 4 games, 21 goals have been scored. 6 have been conceded, showing that Palace probably are the great entertainers. The next best behind Palace is 21, 11 goals. So now with the goal today, that's 22 scored, and that's double all the other sides. Nice slide rule pass. Reading have got the chance to come away here. Towards Untegi it goes, trying to get towards the byline. Floats one into the 6-yard box once more. And the goalkeeper can deal with it. Joey Untegi playing. Jubilee, his twin brother, on the bench. They've both been called up for the Swedish under-16 side. So it shows that they're highly rated. Natives of Sweden, as the ball is played in here to Walker Smith inside the 18-yard box. Walker Smith looks to try and go for goal. And the goalkeeper saves it. He certainly got good power into the effort. Ajuru might think about teasing one in. He does. Benji Casey battling away. Casey just out-strengthening the defender, out-muscling him for me. Went to ground easily, St. Louis, but when defenders go down in the box, let's see it again. Ajuru floated it in. You could see that Bernard Ferguson wanted to get on the end of it. He couldn't quite get there. And St. Louis maybe got the sympathy vote there, winning that free kick. Just a couple of minutes to go until half-time. Ewan Danaher protects the ball. He's so good at that. Judd gives it to Somade. Now it's with Walker Smith. Judd, left-footed pass infield. Caught on the half-turn, he felt that he was fouled. The Palace player, the referee, didn't agree. And Reading know that time is running out at the end of this first half. As twisting and turning, Omaregi just gets caught in possession. Walker-Smith to Sommerday. Javier Alonso is going to be pleased with what he's seen so far. Ball shifted towards that left-hand side. Giroud gets the chance to come forward here. He's got one goal. He's in the mood for another. He might tee one up as well. Decent idea, just slightly overhit, wasn't it, the pass? All eyes on the fourth official inside the next minute. We'll find out how much time we have at the end of this first half. Two players converging on the ball, and then Jasper Judd wins it. Comes charging forward. Javier Alonso just telling his team to retreat. Jasper Judd takes the throw. And we are now into stoppage time at the end of this first half. The referee's had a few blows of the whistle, but no trainers have needed to come on. So you can't imagine they'll be too long. Stuart Ajuru's goal proving to be match defining so far. Just one left, so there is only going to be 1 minute at the end of this first half. Palace being told by the bench to protect the ball. Walker-Smith does that, gives it to Okoli and gets it back. Fraser Williams has got the ball just in from the touchline. Infield it goes towards Benji Casey. This is good from Martin. Martin tries to get round the defender, still going, goes for goal. Bends it towards that far corner, and the referee says that is that for the opening 45 minutes. Palace, the better side throughout. The scoreline reflects it. We'll hear from Oliver Glasner ahead of that trip to West Ham. We'll also have half-time highlights for you. It's Stuart Ajuru's goal on 7 minutes that separates these two sides. Crystal Palace 1, Reading 0. Here's the referee blowing his whistle and getting us back underway for this second half. Ajuru jumping and Jasper Judd doing likewise. Sean Sommerday knocking the ball into touch on that far side for a throw to Reading. Ewan Danaher just retreating a wee bit as the ball is thrown down the line. Sommerday gets to the ball first ahead of Ntegi. Here's Borgnis, the goalkeeper, knocking the ball forward, and Walker-Smith winning it in the air. Little exchange of passes. Out towards this right-hand side it goes, and you have to think to yourself, it's a heavy touch from Omaregi. Nice little flick on from Martin, and that's a foul on Ajuru, surely. He's got his arms all over him, Anthony Dove. He's got away with it. Here's Danaher battling away just in from the touchline on that right-hand side. Palace keeping hold of it. Judd now has it. And Walker-Smith to Sommerday. Sommerday goes back to the goalkeeper. Whitworth out towards this left-hand side for Fraser Williams. Infield he goes. Juru keeps hold of it, gives it to Walker-Smith. Sommerday back to the same player. Juru has been caught there, and that's a foul by Z. And a Palace free kick. Z protesting his innocence, but he can't really say too much about this. Look, he's just body checked him. Juru going to ground. Jasper Judd over this free kick, Fraser Williams likewise. Judd's going to float one in, a right-footed delivery incoming. Deep towards the back post, headed back across goal by Palace, just wide of the target. Was Martin who headed towards goal. Keeper might well have had it covered. Teasing cross, wasn't it, towards that back post. Ball shifted out towards the left-hand side this time, and Untegi now has an opportunity. Akoli tries to break it up. Good defensive play going in from Bernard Ferguson. You can hear the Palace bench just shouting out some instruction to their charges. Reading into the 18-yard box, appeals for handball, waved away. Walker-Smith comes forward here. Just caught in possession, and now the chance to see Reading into the 18-yard box. Teased towards that back post, and it fell invitingly towards Kovas, and he's put it wide off the target. Little bit of pinball inside the Palace 18-yard box as they defended there. Drilled across goal. Sommerday not with the most convincing of clearances. Kovas might well have done better. He'll say it was just a snapshot. And suddenly you can hear the Palace bench making more and more noise, and that's because Reading has started this second half better as the sun comes out in Beckenham. Judd to Sommerday. Now it's with Walker-Smith. Back to his defensive partner. Danaher just drops into a defensive area because Walker-Smith has gone towards this right-hand side. Sommerday now can come forward. Throw to Palace, just to the right-hand side of the Reading bench. Not the best of returns from Danaher, and now they've got an opportunity again. Floated into the box, the goalkeeper comes and claims. Good goalkeeping. You certainly need, when an opposing side has a little moment, to make sure that your handling is impressive, and Harry Whitworth was able to duly oblige on that occasion. Jasper Judd's going to be shown a yellow card here, trying to just delay the restart, the Palace captain. Two Palace players have gone into the book so far. Judd joins Bernard Ferguson. Casey heads out towards Ajuru on this left-hand side. Good from Ajuru. He just stopped Anthony Dove trying to get round him. And a long throw incoming here. Walker-Smith is over this. And we know that he can certainly throw them in. Here it comes into the 6-yard box. Reading win the first header. Martin gets to the second. Anywhere will do as they look to try and clear. Palace have got it back. Ajuru tries to hook one towards goal. Wasn't able to get the required accuracy. Again, plenty of chat going in. Ajuru battling away. As the ball is slotted forward here, that's going to be cleared by the goalkeeper. Quickly off his line. Borgness did well. Sorry, Whitworth did well. And now here comes St. Louis. Infield he goes towards Booth. Booth tries to slide one towards this right-hand side for Omaregi, the captain. Certainly had a fair bit of the ball in this second half, Reading. This time it is Borgness, the Reading goalkeeper, who plays it forward. Walker-Smith towards teammate Fraser Williams. Now it's back with Whitworth. Here's Sommerday. Danaher to Ajuru. That's a foul by Omaregi. Just caught the Palace player in a battle of the number 7s. And Omaregi just being told in no uncertain terms by the referee not to repeat that little stunt. One or two Reading subs just starting to warm up now. When you get into the 60-minute mark and beyond, that's when head coaches start to think about changes. Oliver Glasner's side on that great unbeaten run at first team level are away at West Ham today. We wish the team well. Live audio commentary on Palace TV Plus of that fixture. You're watching the live stream of Palace under-18s against Reading. And just in from the touchline, the Eagles have a free kick, which Jasper Judd will almost certainly take. Judd back to Sommerday now. It's with Walker-Smith. Right-footed pass out towards his left-hand side. You could see that Fraser Williams was fearful it was going to go over his head, and it did. George Booth just looks to try and kick the ball off the disc. He's got plenty of the disc as well. It's going to need to be readjusted. Throw Palace, which Walker-Smith will take. Over the head of the first player it goes in towards Benji Casey. You can see the Reading player's got all of his shirt. Irish, the defender. Chuck Sokoli might have been doing likewise there, in fairness. Ball shifted towards that left-hand side. Jasper Judd's got to be careful here. Judd defending as the player tries to get on the outside. 10 minutes have quickly elapsed in this second half. The lead remains Crystal Palace 1, Reading 0. Home side have maybe seen more of the ball though in this second period. Borgness to Omaregi. Just caught in possession. Forward it comes towards Ajuru, who tries to turn the big defender. He's got got that low centre of gravity and plenty of tricks, Ajuru. Felt that he was fouled. The referee was close to the action and disagreed. Back into midfield it goes. Danaher does well just to beat Booth in the air. There's the Palace think tank at the bottom left of your picture. Svetoslav Todorov just giving some instruction. Former striker, of course, who played in the Premier League. Here's Casey looking to try and emulate him. He'd love to get a chance in the top flight, I'm sure. That's why all these young players play, hoping to become the next big thing. And it can happen. We've seen what has been able to happen with the likes of Justin Devaney scoring another penalty in the game against Millwall midweek. He did it, of course, against Liverpool in the Community Shield. Nerves of steel. Former under-21 captain. And now, of course, a key part of the first team. So there is that supply line through. Young players getting a chance, the likes of Rio Cardines on the bench. Caden Rodney was there as well. We're nearly at the hour mark. Walker-Smith. No real pressure on the ball. Palace coming forward down this right-hand side. Martin's infield if he can be found. Bernard Ferguson keeps hold of it. He's got a couple of players all around him, battling away and still trying to go. Martin tries to win it back, Judd likewise. Chuksakoli just goes across. Somaday's done nicely. Walker-Smith back in position. And back on the ball. The ball just shapes out of play. A Reading throw, 5 yards inside their own half. Somaday to Walker-Smith. Here's a Coley. And now Fraser Williams. Ajuru. Play forward down that right-hand side to Bernard Ferguson. Somaday using his pace. Whitworth took control of the situation. Danaher now has it. Nice turn from Ajuru. He was caught and the referee spotted it. Must be close to a yellow card. Anthony Dove. There is going to be a double Reading change here. Two players getting ready to come on. Martin Grant is the first. And Tyler Nana Kwame Ojay looks the second player to have come on. We'll bring you confirmation of that shortly, but a double change for Reading. Down the line goes the throw. It's going to be another opportunity. And there's confirmation that Ajay is on, the number 16. And so too Martin Grant. Martin Grant plays it forward, up towards halfway where Summerday wins the ball in the air. Palace coming forward through Chuck Sakoli. Tries to play the ball into the box. It comes off the Reading defender. It will be Palace's first corner of this second half, their 5th of the game.
Larry, what's the 6? Head the ball! 3 feet, head it!
Here comes Judd with the corner. Towards the penalty spot it goes, headed high into the roof of the net. What a header it is, and the lead has been doubled. You can see just how much it means to these young Palace players. The shirt's been ripped in the protest, but it makes absolutely no difference. It's another goal for Benji Casey. He simply can't stop scoring. Palace have doubled their lead, and it's a familiar face on the score sheet. Palace 2, Reading 0. Lovely ball looped in, wasn't it? You could see they're just tugging at the shirt of Benji Casey, but he made no mistake whatsoever. And on 64 minutes, just when Reading might have been having hopes of finding another goal themselves, or finding a goal themselves, it's Palace who double their lead. Chuck Sakoli just goes over to Javier Alonso. There is going to be a Palace change very shortly. Probably the next break in play. Reading now have really got it all to do. It's a crucial goal that's been scored. Looked like David Montchem was possibly the player being ready to come on. Here is the change. And it is going to be Benji Casey who comes off. And it's David Angibo who comes on. So 15 for 9 is the change. Casey's got his goal and then takes a well-earned rest. Reading coming forward down the left-hand side, looking to try and get back into the game, knowing that we're getting in towards the final quarter. And just confirmation of those two Reading changes, the 9 and the 8, the two players who've been replaced. Judd gets it clear. You can hear Javier Alonso just giving more instructions to his team. 2 more goals in the bank so far. Omareji now coming forward. He's got an option on his outside. It's the substitute. Tries to float the ball in. It will be a throw right down by the corner flag for the Royals of Reading. Borderline foul throw as the two substitutes converge there. Here's Omareji towards the dead ball line. He goes, teases one towards the near post. The Reading player got into a dangerous position. Harry Whitworth was well placed too. Judd to Sommerday. Walker-Smith gives it to Fraser Williams, then he too gives it back. Somerday towards Judd. Good work to get on the outside from Young Palace. That was close to a foul on Bernard Ferguson. Nothing given though. And Reading get the chance to carry the ball forward themselves. Out towards this right-hand side it comes. Ball floated in, Whitworth should get there and does. And now at the other end, appeals for handball, quickly waved away. The effort goes in, saved by the goalkeeper. The second option might fall for Angibo, it doesn't quite. And Reading get to clear their lines, but the effort went in from Dante Martin. Coley hasn't played the ball there according to the referee. Reading incensed, they felt that there was a foul in the build-up. Reading down the left-hand side, coming forward. Infield they go. And now into the 18-yard box, effort goes in from distance, and I think that's been tipped over the top by Whitworth. If it has, it's a wonderful, wonderful save. He just moved away to his left-hand side and was able to tip it over. Nice little exchange of passes. Shifted the ball, got it out of his feet quickly. And Reading have got, would you believe, only their second corner of the game. And that's courtesy of a wonderful bit of work from the goalkeeper, Harry Whitworth. Booth over this latest corner. It's a deep one. Headed back across goal. The effort goes in. It's a nice little acrobatic strike from Fuller Thompson. Whitworth comfortably in behind it. Not an easy technique. It was a good first header, won comfortably. There was a player very close. That player was Bernard Ferguson. 20 minutes to go here. Nice little block and an interception. From Fraser Williams, who's going to have to defend here. Towards the byline go Reading. Omareji was the player looking to try and cause problems. And here come Palace now. Good from Dante Martin. This should be a yellow card. The referee's got to try and balance things up. And you can see Javier Alonso just saying that it's almost worse than that. He's committed a few, Anthony Dove. Both he and fellow central defender Harley Irish have maybe been fortunate not to go into the box. Not to go into the book so far, sorry. Here's Judd. Working it towards that right-hand side, getting it back. Judd slots it to Okoli. Slightly overhit. Somerday picks up on possession, then gives it to Ajuru. Walker-Smith to Somerday once more. Juro's very deep, the man who scored the first goal. He's on his bike now, and that's because Danaher's carrying the ball forward. Options left and right as he plays it in. It's going to be a corner, maybe, no. Dante Martin's effort maybe lacked a little bit of power, and that gave the Reading defender the opportunity. Somerday battling away. Cleared by Borgnis, the goalkeeper. There's going to be another Reading change shortly by the look of it. Omaregi running into trouble there. Z just plays the ball forward up towards the edge of the 18-yard box where the player goes to ground. No foul against Untegi. And Jasper Judd now towards Angibo, the substitute. 18 minutes to play. Reading coming forward down that left-hand side with St. Louis, and they're going to get a corner. They've had 3 now in the game, 6 for Crystal Palace. Goals from Majuro on 7 and Casey on 64. Proving to be the difference so far. Reading, though, getting a shot in on goal. And I tell you what, that's been arrowed just wide off the target. It was hit with great power. Whitworth dived away to his left-hand side. Certainly didn't lack for any power, did it, the drive? Time for more changes. Reading getting ready to make their 3rd change of the game. And it is going to be an Untegi for an Untegi, so that's very kind, as they are identical twins of the Reading bench. And very easy for us to be able to put the graphic up in the bottom corner there. The 15 replaces the 11. A twin replaces a twin. Danaher coming forward. No free kick, says the referee. Omaregi has still got it. Danaher felt that he was fouled. The referee had other ideas. Palace defence getting into that low block, quickly into position when they lost possession. Out towards this right-hand side it comes as the ball is floated in. It might be the chance to shoot for Z. He does look to try and go for goal. And goes just wide. Here's the replay on Palace TV+. Coley tried to clear his lines. He couldn't get enough on it, and it fell invitingly, didn't it, for the Reading player. 15 minutes to play. Whitworth plays it forward towards Angibo, still going, the substitute, tries to thread one through towards Martin. Martin Anajuru still going for it. Back it goes, the effort goes in from distance. David Angibo taking aim. He's put it just wide. You could certainly see what he wanted to do. Trying to just bend one towards that far post as we look. And Palace getting ready to make further changes. Just the one player on so far. Here's Ajuro. What can he produce here? He's got a player getting up with him, slides it forward. Ball floated into towards the penalty spot. 14 minutes to play. It's a lovely twist and turn from Omaregi, the Reading captain, who carries the charge forward. He's got a player on his outside, trying to get the effort in on goal. It's a lovely block from Chuck Sakoli. Got in goal side of the ball and made it difficult for that effort to go towards goal. Palace getting ready to make a couple of changes. Jaden Lloyd-McDonald is one of the players there. McDonald will come on, and so too Bonsu Amako. Referee just checking that everything is as it should be. Martin, one of the players to make way. It looks like Ajuro might be the other player. He is. Slightly frustrated to go off, but it means that the 7 and the 10 have been replaced for Palace. The assistant referee just retreats back into position. There's confirmation of that double change. McDonald and Bonsu Amako coming on. "12 minutes to play. Palace will certainly hope for a clean sheet here. They put in the hard yards, undoubtedly. Here is Angibo looking to try and close down the defender. Despite having that long stride, he wasn't able to get there. And Reading now come forward down their left. St. Louis has still got it. Just holds it up before floating one in, a right-footed delivery away by Walker Smith. He's got enough on it to get it outside the 18-yard box. The ball is played forward here. And this is good from Palace. Great strength from Angibo as he works it out towards his left-hand side and then has to carry on the run. He was helped by Fraser Williams, who's back on the ball. Danaher and Okoli then with a little bit of indecision, and Reading get the chance to come forward. Getting towards the final 10 of this game. Palace still leading by 2-0. A goal in either half. And that's very good defending from Walker Smith. McDonald twisting and turning, keeping hold of the ball nicely. Great positives in this game again for the Palace coaching staff. Reading are going to need to try and contest the ball here. Sommerday works it into midfield. Okoli shifts it towards that right-hand side. Now it's back with Judd. You can see Reading just being told to play slightly higher and to try and win the ball back. Whitworth clears up towards halfway. Reading have got it back. It's almost now or never for them if they are going to take anything from the game. Palace have been the better side. The scoreline reflects that. Sommerday does well. Then has to try and clear. Never easy facing your own goal. Comes out towards this near side. Reading trying to work a crossing opportunity. Good defending. He stood to the task well there, Fraser Williams. There's an injury here to Whitworth. He's just gone to ground. Jack Mason is on the bench. Hopefully it's nothing more than a precautionary measure. It does, of course, give a break in play. Let's have a look at the 2 goals that we've had so far in this game, the 2 that have stood. Walker Smith here with a long raking pass forward. A little bit of indecision. It was a poor back pass, wasn't it? It opened up an opportunity for Ojuro, and he made no mistake. The defender and the goalkeeper both trying to thwart his efforts. But not only did he score, he produced a good celebration. And then Casey doing what he does, scoring another goal. He had his shirt ripped in the process. But Benji Casey just loves scoring goals for Crystal Palace. It's 11 so far. And with this stoppage in play, Alonso just gets the opportunity to talk to his players, to just give them some instruction. There's Jasper Judd just taking on some fluids. The captain listening on. All the players, in fairness, just taking some words of wisdom. There is going to be another Palace change. Lamidi is getting ready to be introduced. Looks like Walker Smith is the player who's gone. Confirmation that is the case. Jasper Judd just has a little word with the referee to see how long left. And there is confirmation of that change. Lamidi coming on. And Walker Smith, who celebrated his birthday yesterday, could get the opportunity to celebrate in style with another victory today. The ball played towards the back post. It's going to be cleared away from danger. He's done well, Angibo, just to hold it up. Back on the ball again. And running forward. What can Palace do here? Just keep hold of the ball is the answer. Just knocked into touch. It wasn't the best of balls back, in truth. To Fraser Williams. It's been good from Crystal Palace. The team hasn't had to be at its very best, you get the feeling. That's poor from the goalkeeper, Borgnes. He's just taken his eye off it. It's going to go out at the expense of a corner. Wasn't sure if he'd hurt himself in the process. I think maybe just a bit of damaged pride. He's taken his eye off it. Tried to play it out towards Harley Irish, the central defender. Jasper Judd comes over to take this latest corner. 6 Crystal Palace have had to Reading's 3. It's the goals column, though, that is the proudest in this game. Adjuro and Casey with the goals. Could be a clean sheet. Palace can hold out for the remaining 5 minutes. Header goes in. And then the goalkeeper comes and just about claims. He wanted to release quickly. Had other ideas. And Reading now coming forward. Palace have got that good defensive positioning as they try and win the ball back. Floated in towards the edge of the 18-yard box, cleared away from danger. It's not averted though, because Reading have still got it. Onto the angle it comes on this left-hand side. Towards the back post, across goal. And that's real brave defending. Might well have hurt himself in the process there. Jasper Judd, he's quickly back up, which is encouraging. Now there's a Reading player just cramping up. Brave, wasn't it, from Judd? Here it is, floated in. The Reading player got to the first ball. It was then hooked back into a dangerous area. And Jasper Judd did very, very nicely just to dive down. The referee has spotted the infringement and given the free kick. 3.5 minutes to play, plus some stoppage time. We will have some, of course. Whitworth okay to keep going. He did go down, of course, but quickly back up on his feet. And the team just now need to be professional in these closing stages. Good defensive header. Palace keeping hold of it. That's real good play from Angibo. He's taken the pressure out of it. And now the chance just to come forward here. McDonald slots it towards this left-hand side. Cross goal it goes. And that's going to be another corner. He tried to defend the near post. And of course the Reading player wasn't sure who was around him. He's just put his arms out just to signify that. It's good defending, isn't it? From Dove, he needed to go safety first. More miles in the tank for Jasper Judd. Two minutes to play. Here comes the in-swinger from Judd. It's a dangerous one once again. Cleared away from danger. Reading have got everybody back. Danaher exchanges passes with a teammate and then gets on the outside. Good block. It was played forward again and then cleared. Just a minute of normal time to go. Last chance saloon time for Reading. That's a tug of the shirt. Might well be a booking here, the way the referee has shaped up. Danaher has been shown a yellow card. So 3 Palace players have gone into the book now. This could be dangerous. On the angle, this free kick, just in from the touchline, left-hand side. Slight bonfire in the distance as we see the ball floated in. Off the right foot. Headed away from danger by Palace. First to the second ball, though, Reading floated in towards Whitworth. It was a looping one, and he needed to go safety first. He got nothing on it, according to the referee, who was well positioned. Took aim there, the Reading player, you could see it. He wanted to make sure that he got his angles just about right, and he did, Harry Whitworth. And we are now in stoppage time at the end of this game. Angibo looks to try and get there first and play in McDonald. Both of them battling away. McDonald carries on forward. He's held it up really nicely. It's going to be a Palace corner, and that takes even more of a sting out of this game. Jasper Judd. What can he do this time? The last time he fizzed one in from that right-hand side, Benji Casey got his head on it, and Palace had a second goal. This time, floats one into a similar area. It evades everybody, but should be kept alive, and will be kept alive by Palace. Back it goes to Danaher. He tries to pick out Judd. Borgnish suddenly in a hurry to take this one nice and quickly. Good battling away from young Palace. Reading work it towards that left-hand side. It's just broken up, though, the possession. Danaher goes back to Judd. Judd forward. And here is Bernard Ferguson. Towards Angibo, floats one in towards McDonald. It just evades him. Reading clear their lines, but again, Palace are on the charge once more. Oh dear, that's a late challenge and it's a painful one. The referee has played the advantage, and Chuck Sakoli comes across on the cover and does really nicely. Sommerday goes back to the goalkeeper. Both players just having a grab at each other's shirts. The referee is going to show a yellow card here for that foul slightly earlier on in the piece. It's no real surprise. Kyan Fraser-Williams is the player who's been shown a yellow card. Four minutes of stoppage time have now elapsed. And a reminder, live audio commentary, West Ham against Palace from 3 o'clock today. Best of luck to Oliver Glasner and the team. That long unbeaten run will hopefully continue in the East End. We've got you covered here on Palace TV+. It's going to be a late corner for Reading deep into this game. 4 corners now for the Royals. Floated in, headed towards goal. Palace get it clear. Danger still not averted though, as the effort goes in towards goal. Palace defend their box again. Little bit of pinball play, but that's a long purposeful clearance. And we've now seen 4.5 minutes. There can't be too much longer to play. I suppose there was that injury to Harry Whitworth. Jasper Judd battling away, and still. Ball floated over towards this right-hand side. Reading will happily take their throw. And there goes the full-time whistle. So the excellent start to the season continues for Crystal Palace. It's now 5 matches played and 4 wins. What a dream start it's been to life in Palace colours for Javier Alonso. There he is, just exchanging pleasantries with Gary Izzet and the rest of his staff. He'll be delighted to have picked up another 3 points against a Reading side who in truth were able to huff and puff but maybe lacked a little bit of quality. They certainly didn't possess the quality that Palace were able to show. Aduro got the team up and running on 7 minutes. Casey then scored the second on 64 in between times. Casey had an effort ruled out on 10 minutes. Another great performance. A clean sheet for young Palace, and you have to say, totally deserved. You can see Harry Whitworth just giving exchanges of pleasantries to some of the Reading team and his own teammates. It's been another good performance